Go. Go, go, go. Be entertaining.
Oh, TJ, my stomach.
I'm doing a little dance.
Yeah, that's a good dance.
TJ, I'm hungry. Oh, if only I had a sandwich.
Yeah, you get a sandwich, boy.
Dude, TJ, look at this sandwich.
Oh, look at this beautiful sandwich.
Is it like stuck on there?
No. TJ, I want you to take a bite of the sandwich, dude. You made this fucking thing for Chelsea.
Yeah.
You expect her to eat this fucking goddamn burnt, shriveled piece of
Well, I don't
shit.
expect her to eat it now.
It's burnt.
Take a bite.
Shit.
Take a fucking bite, TJ. Tell us how it is.
I ain't taking no bite of this.
Dude, I'll take a bite if you take a
The
bite.
thing is a charcoal briquette, dude.
I'll take
No
a bite.
way.
I'll take a bite if you take a bite.
Dude, no, hell no.
All right, fuck you. Give it to
No.
me.
You're gonna take a bite of that
Don't
shit?
do it. Don't do it, Scotty.
Oh my
Fucking
god,
do it,
dude.
Scotty, don't do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it, man.
All
Just smell it and see if you want to do it.
right. I'm not gonna eat it, but I'm gonna try it.
Shit is scored.
He's going to spit it right out. I told you. Told you. That
Charcoal in his mouth.
Oh damn, dude!
Of course it's
That
not
was
good.
a terrible
All right,
idea.
Maybe another one. Maybe. All right.
Oh, my God. No.
Ugh. Ah. No, never mind.
Jesus.
What the fuck? Why would you do
Scotty.
that?
Scotty's so scientific.
Why would you do it? Let's
Mr.
make sure.
He has to run 2 fucking tests on that to make sure it's totally burnt beyond recognition. Oh,
I've had
fuck,
prouder.
man.
I've had prouder sandwiches. than
Yeah,
for sure.
that one. I mean, maybe a little less time in the oven next time. I don't know.
We'll make a little notation of that.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to go in the oven quite as long next time. Thinking shave a minute or two off that oven time.
You almost killed Scotty.
Okay, dude. So basically, what it fucking tastes like
It
is
just
this.
tastes like charcoal, right?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, it just tastes like like obviously you burnt the bread, but all you can taste when you take the bite is just the bread all just like crumbles immediately in your mouth,
Right.
and just like
Like mummy dust.
it's like it's like you're buttering toast and you get the stuff off the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine just eating a sandwich that tastes like just that part.
Damn. It's like you reached into a fireplace and grabbed some ashes
Yeah.
and threw that in your mouth.
Like a fucking like little mountain goat or something trying to find
You
nutrients.
decimated that fucking sandwich.
Delicious.
Dude, what the fuck, TJ?
Holy
How the
fuck.
you even do that?
I don't think I've ever burnt something totally black. I've burnt shit, where it's overdone,
Well,
it's starting to burn. I don't think I've literally burnt something to a charcoal briquette.
Well, what
before.
happened is I put it in the oven. I put it on broil. Because I'd done it before. I broil it for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, get the cheese melted, get the bread nice and toasted. And somehow, I put it in there and it just, vanished from my mind completely.
It's weird that you're like a food snob now, TJ.
And the next thing I knew, I was, sitting outside smoking a cigarette, and I was like, wait a minute. Wasn't there a sandwich happening? And then I went inside, I'm like, I bet you it's pretty burnt by now. And then I look and it's just black. I'm like, all right. Well, okay then.
you know what, dude?
I wonder if I sent Chelsea a
TJ.
picture. I wonder if she's reacted to it yet.
You know what you have to admit though?
What?
Back when you weren't a fucking little food snob and shit, that never would have happened. You just would have made the sandwich lazily, and then Chelsea would have come home and been like, "I'm hungry. Here's this, shoddily made sandwich for you," and that'd been it. But instead, TJ, you got all fucking fancy, and what happened? You're a forgetful motherfucker. Did you even set a timer on your phone?
No.
You didn't have the fucking dude. You didn't have the
TJ's
foresight.
idea was
I never use timers when I cook, all right? I mean, I guess I do occasionally.
Wow,
but
really? That's horrible.
He's a traditionalist.
For the most part, I don't. I just, rely on my own self.
Well, think you are Chef Bar fucking D.
Obviously, in that... Dude, I'm such a cocky fucking chef, dude, when it comes to that shit. Probably 3 or 4 weeks into cooking shit, I stopped measuring. I just started being like, cup, huh? That's about a cup. And, for the most part, shit turns out all right doing that. But obviously, in this instance...
Don't ever bake anything, TJ.
Oh, no, baking's different. That's an
Yeah, don't bake. Please never bake me something.
No, baking's an exact... I definitely
okay.
do measurements for that, because you have to have everything...
Yeah, you got to be scientific.
What have
with
you
the bake.
baked?
I bake a lot. I've baked a lot of homemade cookies. I've baked some brownies.
Well, damn, why don't you ever invite me over and have some of this shit?
Dude, the homemade brownie recipe that I have is fucking dope beyond reason. It's the best fucking brownie.
We
How
had,
come-
we had some of TJ's cookies once
Yeah.
when we were over here.
How come
I've
me
made
and Paul
peanut
haven't
butter-
arrived here, TJ, to warm cookies?
But I've never had a
made,
brownie.
I've made peanut butter cookies. The reason you guys never had the brownies is because they're gone. Like they come out of the oven and they just fucking go.
That's why we demand that you make some before we get here.
Yeah.
All right.
We want a pan of brownies for me and Scotty to split.
Okay. All right.
Keep your
I'll try to
goddamn
remember
paws
that.
off of it.
You don't even get a nibble of the brownie.
Absolutely.
So that we can fully taste the profile of an entire pan of your brownies and let you know whether it's better than the Sara Lee box.
Oh, TJ, by the way, for Christmas, Santa's bringing me some special brownies.
Whoa.
Ho, 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 the mistletoe.
Yeah.
LSD brownies, bro.
Damn.
Whoa, no, man.
That would be
Come
pretty
on.
cool.
That'd be
What?
interesting, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Good old
I thought
LSD.
that's what you're talking about.
No. Brownies that make you very happy.
Happy brownies.
Happy brownies.
Smiley brownies.
I mean, all brownies make me happy, but some make me even more happy.
Dude, did you see Biden going off on that other old guy?
No.
Hold on, let
What's
me-
that, huh?
All right, hold on. I'm going to try and find it for you. Just
Yeah,
give me a
if
sec.
you find it, just tweet it to me.
I was watching it before we sat down to do the show today.
Oh, the Ray Romano shit?
And I can't... No.
Okay, that was different. Okay.
Yeah, it was...
I heard Paul listen to something on his phone and was like, is Paul listening to Ray Romano stand-up or something?
I was watching the. They just did. Well, there's a stupid game called Star Citizen. That's supposed like the things they've promised for Star Citizen are fucking insane. Just like a fully explorable universe with planets you can land on and set up mining base. It's like a space game. And they had their big convention and released a bunch of new shit, and that was the Ray Romano shit. Okay, here it is. Let me get a link to this, and I'll send it to you on Twitter or some shit.
Cool. It is the pre-post show, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, it's off the cuff.
All these
shit.
people-
I just haven't been able to stop thinking about it because it's such a weird moment.
Well, I mean, weird moments are good, though, because, you know, you have that weird moment and you're like, what the fuck did I just see? What the fuck did I just watch? Like, why am I even watching this?
All right, I sent it to your Twitter, TJ.
Okay.
Pull that shit up and let's watch the whole fucking thing.
TJ, do you actually ever feel that way, though? When you watch something, you're like, why am I watching this? Or you just, like, mindlessly consume and don't care?
Oh, I gotta warn you ahead of time, too. The quality on Biden's, it's at a town hall,
Okay.
and his mic is
Terrible.
peaking beyond peaking. Like, he's...
It's like our
yeah.
it's like our show for the first year.
Yeah. Like year one DFF. But
Damn.
it's worse than that, dude.
Damn. All right.
It's way worse than
Well,
that.
let's take a look. This is gonna have some fun here. This is CNN.
Whoa.
Blah blah blah.
Joe Biden to voter. You're a damn liar, man. That's the title of this video.
Yeah. And that's like the least, like, this clip is crazy.
We do have some new sound in from Joe Biden confronting.
All right. Here we go. I don't need your explanation.
We all know Trump has been messing around in the Ukraine over there, holding their foreign aid for them to come up saying they're going to investigate you.
This guy doesn't know how to stay on mic.
Yeah, put the mic to your mouth.
And he's
He's like waving the mic around. Whoa!
Hold on.
You hear the relevant information from him, but it's hard to hear some
Yeah,
of his
so let's all-
question. He rambles for a minute.
Let's all
Hold
just
on.
shut up and
Hold
be
on.
real
I'm gonna
quiet.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and move this to the movie view thing so we can kind of
Yeah.
all be
Right.
And yeah,
on
we'll,
here.
we'll try to be quiet because obviously this mic is dog shit.
I just loved how the guy, as he's talking, is like, "So Joe Biden. So I was just wondering.
We don't know what that's about, but anyway.
Well, I guess in fairness, he does sound like a retard, and Joe Biden is literally right in front of him.
no backbone. We know that for that. But you, on
Is
the
Uncle
other
Joe
hand,
wandering off?
Here, listen.
sent your son over there to get a job and work for a gas company that he had no experience with gas or nothing in order to get access for the president. So you're selling access to the president just like he was. So you
You're a
got
damn liar, man. That's not true. And no one has ever said that. No one has proved that.
I see it.
Whoa, dude.
I told you.
Whoa,
You're a goddamn liar, man. You're a fucking liar, man. Let me tell you something.
Damn. Dude, Uncle,
It's like, goddamn, turn that mic
I
down.
will say this. I like Uncle Joe better this way than I like him at the debates. If you said that to Kamala Harris, like, you're a damn liar, man.
I know, he waits until he's in front of a bunch of prospective voters to call somebody a goddamn liar.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
job.
when he's up on stage with the other politicians, is super respectful. But when he's actually there with like a crowd of like the voting public, he's like, "You're a goddamn liar."
No, but he keeps going though.
I'm Joe Biden.
He challenges this guy. Well, anyway,
Is
just,
he gonna challenge him to a fight or
Well,
something?
let's go.
Listen.
Let's
on
go.
the TV.
You see it on the
All I do is
TV.
watch
No, I know you do. And by the way, that's why I'm not sedentary. I get up and
Oh wow! Let's have a round of applause for Joe Biden.
That's
he
where-
don't,
that's
he
where
don't
his
sit
brain
around
goes.
watching no TV. He's not sedentary.
Right.
He's out there.
Well, that's
He's
obviously
doing
a shot.
stuff.
That's
Well-
obviously a shot at Trump too.
Not only that, it's a thinly veiled shot at
him.
this
The guy
dude
he's
that's
talking to who's fat.
Yeah, he's a fat
and
fuck.
sedentary and stupid, and all he does is sit around and watch TV. Unlike Joe Biden,
Joe
Hey.
Biden, the great and glorious Joe Biden.
he gets up and he gets around.
Let's hear.
He
some
does things.
More. Let's hear some more.
let him go. Let him go. Look, the reason I'm running is because I've been around a long time and I know more than most people know. And I can get things done. That's why I'm running. And you want to check my shape on, let's do push-ups together here, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do. Let's take an IQ test, okay?
Wait a minute.
Oh damn!
Wait a minute.
I told you.
But wait,
Let's take an IQ test.
I don't remember this guy like besmirching Joe Biden's physical fitness anywhere in his question.
I
that's-
don't know.
That's just how Joe Biden answers accusations about other things. He's like, yeah, well, I
I'm
could
tough.
do more push-ups than you.
Well, then by that logic, John Delaney should be president.
That's
'Cause
exactly-
he's clearly the
that's
most
exactly
physically
right.
fit.
I don't
so-
know. What about Tulsi?
John Delaney and Tulsi could both exercise circles around Joe Biden.
I think
guaranteed.
that I think those guys should. I think fucking basically we should just have Tulsi and John Delaney fight in the octagon to see who gets to be
Yeah,
president.
and whoever fucking steps out, president.
Number one. Number two.
I cannot get over how bad this mic quality is.
I told you. And you got to imagine this is after CNN tried to clean it up. Too.
Right, I just can't
This is
even-
the best they could get.
I just can't even imagine. Like, why?
I
would
don't.
you?
They need to fire their audio dude.
Yeah, it's like
I have a fucking. Well, I think this is probably the town hall setup. He's
Yeah.
at some little tiny fucking
but I mean,
gymnasium or
there's
something.
no way that mic needs to be that overpowered. Like, there's
He's-
some way to fucking turn that down. Someone there has a soundboard or something.
He's off the chain, dude.
No one has said my son has done anything wrong, and I did not on any occasion. And no one has ever said it. Not
I didn't
one.
say you were doing
No one has
anything
ever
wrong.
said
I
you and your
said
son did
that-
anything wrong.
Yeah, I believe people have said that.
That's
No one
a
has
lot of
ever
people.
said that. No one. Look, guys, but look, I'm trusting Joe Biden here. No one's ever said that.
No one said it. Trump said it.
What's Trump? No
A
one-
bunch
Oh,
of
okay.
a bunch of other political pundits have said it on both sides of the aisle. It's not.
I'm just saying, it's like the idea
It's
that
not
no
an
one has
uncommon
said it is
sentiment.
not. is
this
not
dude,
true.
this dude clearly didn't just come up with that as a fantasy. He heard it somewhere, so somebody said it.
Yeah.
Set up my son to work in an oil company. Isn't that what you said? Get your words straight, Jack.
That's
Jack.
what I hear on MSNBC. All
You don't hear that in MSNBC.
No, I didn't.
You
So
don't
he
hear
did-
that
Oh,
on
I
MSNBC.
He didn't. He didn't hear it.
You didn't hear that on
You are-
MSNBC.
You are in fact incorrect, Jack. I love how he calls him Jack.
Is this that beat him like a drum Joe Biden that he's going to
Yes.
bring to the
Yeah,
Trump debate?
oh, yeah.
Yes, this is that fiery, Brooklyn kid that's gonna fucking brawl you, Joe Biden or whatever the fuck.
All right. I mean, I don't know, man. If he brought this heat to Trump, that might be something. I don't know.
Is this really heat though?
I think it kind of is. He's at least aggressive.
He's just telling him no, you didn't hear
You're
what
a
you
liar,
heard.
Jack.
Calling him Jack and
It's a whole
telling
lot
him
of
to
hooey
push-ups. Like,
and malarkey.
maybe we are getting a
on.
look at his Trump attack strategy here. Maybe he's just gonna be like, I can do more push-ups than you fat fuck.
I don't know,
Big
man. That
sloppy
might
bastard.
resonate with somebody.
I mean, he did say he wanted to take Trump behind the gym and beat him senseless. So I
You
mean,
did
I
not
don't know.
hear that at all. What you heard. Look, okay, I'm not going to get in an argument with you, man.
Well, I don't want to either.
Well, yeah, you do, but look, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
It looks like you don't have any more backbone than Trump does when you're
You lost the crowd with that one, fatty.
selling,
yeah, you can't.
That's all he's got.
Ah,
is I'm
you're-
Joe Biden. I got backbone. You know what I mean?
You're as bad as Trump. Oh, all the old people are pissed. Look at this old bitch, dude.
Dude,
I know.
don't-
Look at that old bitch.
Right in the
Oh
middle.
shit,
You
dude!
see
She
what I'm
is
talking about?
mad.
She looks like she's gonna murder him later.
That bitch is pissed.
She's gonna meet you in the parking lot, dude. You better fucking watch out.
That bitch, she's the one who's gonna get a length of chain and treat this fat fuck like corn pop,
And
dude.
dude, you know what? Unlike Joe Biden, I believe she's gonna do it, man.
Dude, I bet that old lady was waiting by his car in the parking lot. Like, what'd you say about Joe Biden's backbone? That's the only thing about Joe Biden that's left is his backbone. How dare you?
Little bit of brainstem, maybe.
Any
Get
other
out of here,
questions?
you cocksucker.
Yeah,
Out.
all right.
Out.
All right.
Well, I knew you were, man. You think I thought you'd stand up and vote for me? You're too old to vote for me.
Too old to vote for you?
Yeah, so he tells him,
What?
I'm not voting for you. And he goes, oh, yeah, of course you're not. You're too old. There's like everybody in that room is
everyone-
older than that dude. So
I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird for Joe Biden, who's
Hey,
old
man, you know
himself,
what?
to bring up the age card.
You know what? Joe Biden's gonna win, fellas. I got a feeling.
I do too, honestly.
mean-
I'm not even joking. I think
was
Joe
like-
Biden is going to get the fucking nomination. I think it's going to happen.
Roger,
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's a legitimate question, is it not?
Yes.
Listen to how
He
CNN
can
tries
give
to
his answer, but
tries to, like,
legitimate to attack the questioner
excuse
in those
this.
circumstances?
So that was classic Joe Biden in a lot of ways.
Classic Joe Biden.
Oh my God! What an apologist! It's just classic Biden.
Just Joe being Joe.
Joe bit the head off that voter.
No, you know how many times when Joe Biden did that shit when he was gaff machine Joe, but now that the fucking media
Classic Joe.
now the media wants to prop him up. It's like it's just classic Joe being a tough guy.
Yeah. She actually this first chick that talks actually like wants to call him to account. Like he needs to have an answer to this Ukraine and your son shit other than
Fuck you.
And then the next lady, the one that's sitting there watching, she does cleanup. She bats cleanup for her, and she's like, I think this is a good thing. We got to see Joe have a little emotion, you know what I mean? And that's not a bad thing.
Of course,
It's like, what?
Yeah.
What planet are you on, CNN?
Joey's doing a great. He is the leader in the polls.
He just like insulted an entire room full of potential voters and by proxy other people that have watched it. Like he didn't answer the question. He just denied the existence of an obvious fact and a narrative that didn't start with that fat dude in the middle of that Iowa gymnasium.
You made that up,
I
fat
mean,
fuck.
At this point, they're just the counterweight. If people say, "Oh, it's a Fox News source," that like so whatever. The same thing with CNN at this point for me. It's like, "Oh, it's CNN. Oh, that's garbage."
What the ass, dude?
Dude, this is
what
what I'm
doing. What are you doing, Joe?
This is what you get when you let grandma and grandpa run for the fucking presidency.
I don't know. You know what? I gotta be honest though. I mean, I really do like that Joe Biden better than the Joe Biden I've been seeing lately.
I like that Joe.
mean,
well, yeah, because it's
I
more
didn't-
entertaining to
yeah.
watch him fucking bumble around and be mad.
I know. Well, he seemed less bumbly than his usual self in that
How?
clip.
He
'Cause
didn't answer a single fucking thing.
Well, no, I'm not saying that he. I mean, he didn't
he
answer.
challenged the guy to
Well,
push-ups.
he's a politician. He's never going to say anything anyway.
Yeah, but he
let's be
said it.
honest.
Everything that he had to say came out in complete sentences, and he stayed on the topic in his head. He didn't stay on the topic raised by the guy, but he stayed on the topic that he brought up of how I could kick this guy's ass, and you're too old, and you're too fat, and I'm not old,
You've
and I'm
got
not fat.
You've got some very granular criteria for what's better and worse about Joe Biden.
I guess I do. I don't know, man. I can just tell you from the perspective of me, that Joe Biden was a little bit more palatable.
It would be more entertaining if he was like that more. I'll give you that. So that's the only positive I see, though.
Dude, I think if he had gone to the debates and been that Joe Biden and just been like fucking Kamala Harris brings up that shit and he was just like, bitch, you don't know shit. I'm Joe Biden. I worked with Obama.
I'm going to snatch that weave off your head in the parking lot after
Dude.
this, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
How many push-ups can you do?
I
He'd
think
probably be polling at 3% nationally, but I'd be one of that 3% at that point.
You know what I think the strategy is for Joe Biden's campaign, and it kind of makes sense. It's like when he's on the national stage, just like he's just generic Joe, like he doesn't say anything because they don't want him to fuck up. But here, there's some town hall where it's less likely that it's going to have a major impact on his campaign.
He spices it up. He
Yeah,
lets old
can
fighting
be-
Joe come
He
out.
can be more of a little. He can be more of himself.
I think we might be right about seeing like a prototypical version of how he plans on handling Trump. Just like meeting fire with fire, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
he's just-
literally is going to be two granddads arguing.
Fuck you! No, fuck you!
You old son of a bitch! Now you listen.
Let me tell you something. Back in my day, I'd
have taken you behind the gym and given you an attitude adjustment, Mr. President.
It's going to be pretty fucking insane. Isn't it like if it's Trump, if it's Biden, if it's Warren, or if it's Bernie, isn't it going to usurp the oldest president ever elected now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just beating that record every year.
One way or another, we're getting older. That's why Gravel should have run, man. He should have been like, I'm the oldest of all. I got the most wisdom.
Trump was the oldest, right?
I think he was.
Trump broke the record when he was.
I believe so.
So he became the oldest president, and now anybody that replaces him will automatically.
Let me see if I
Take
can
that
find like a
mantle.
ranked order of the oldest presidents.
I think Trump is number one.
Trump is number one.
I know he's number
Reagan is number 2, I want to say.
So let me see. Oldest presidents, blah, blah, blah. Age at inauguration. Here we go.
Yep.
So, yeah, this isn't in order, but oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So Donald Trump, oldest ever.
He was, what, 70?
70 years, 220 days. So basically 71. Pretty close to 71. Reagan was 69. William Henry Harrison was 68. James Buchanan was 65. George H.W. Bush was 64. Zachary Taylor was 64. Dwight D. Eisenhower was 62. Andrew Jackson was 61. John Adams was 61. And then it kind of goes on. Let me see what the youngest is. That's what? Roosevelt? Theodore Roosevelt? 42. John F. Kennedy, 43.
Obama was pretty young.
Bill Clinton, 46. Yeah, Barack Obama was 47.
Yep, 47.
But yeah, I mean, if it'd be pretty crazy if we went from Trump, who was the oldest ever inaugurated, to another person who's gonna break the record for oldest inaugurated. Which
Trump will break. If Trump wins, he will break his record technically.
Well, I mean, this is when they
first, yeah.
So it wouldn't really count. At that point.
I've changed my position on this. I think we just need to push it older every cycle.
Yeah.
Until we got 90-year-olds riding their hover rounds and shaking their canes at each other.
What about the oldest person in the country just automatically gets to become president?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, whoever's oldest, let's go with the old school belief system that whoever's oldest has to be wisest.
Right.
And it's like if you're 112 years old, you're just the fucking president. You're
Let's
the president. You're the oldest person in the country. Obviously, you've been around the longest. You must know something to have survived this long.
Just by virtue of existing longer than everyone else, you've had more information.
Right.
And look, people are worried.
And the second oldest person is vice president.
Yeah, right. People might be worried. Hey, what if that person dies? There's always another really old person right there.
I mean, we don't even have elections anymore. It's just whoever's oldest is president.
Right.
And that's just how it works.
Yeah. I like it.
I think we just do that, and then we can just stop with all this fucking pageantry and bullshit and just have some old incontinent fucking the presidency.
I mean, we're going to get that anyway.
And you know what? You're going to have a lot more female presidents because women live longer.
Yeah?
You're probably going to have almost exclusively female presidents at that point. It's going to be a bunch of old ladies running the free cookies for everyone.
The National Sewing Circle, dude.
Yep.
And they're not going to, dude.
No more of this smut on the television.
Old grannies, they penny pinch, too. There ain't going to be no more waste in government and shit.
Oh, man.
How much is the war going to cost?
Oh, that's way too much.
$7 trillion, Granny. No!
Veto!
I'm going to have to veto that one, Sonny. No.
Look, the cat policies of our country are going to expand rapidly. Cat rights are just going to be... I think they might even supplant small children, dude.
White House is going to be full of cats and shit.
In my day, you could get a bale of hay and 2 chickens for a penny.
I'm instituting the Bay of Hail and 2 chickens for a penny policy.
Yeah, Price Control Act.
We're just going to turn the clock back, Sonny Jim.
Yep. Candy is a hay penny now. Pick any candy in the store for a hay penny. It's going to be fucking
It's going to be awesome, dude. Let's do it. It's time.
The companies won't care either because you know what? They'll be like, is that an actual hay penny? Because hay pennies are worth a lot of money, so that's definitely a deal.
Yeah.
So the companies will be fine with it.
Just going to start minting hay pennies again.
Oh, well then...
Yeah, we're going to start minting new ones.
All right, well, no, then never mind.
Get rid of all this other currency and just go back to the hay penny.
Yeah.
Just get a couple of hay pennies out there. If you're having a real big...
Buffalo nickel, maybe?
Yeah, Buffalo nickel if you're having a real big purchase, like a house or a car or something.
Yeah.
Yep. It's going to be awesome.
I'm all for it, man.
Yep.
I wonder who the oldest person in the country is now. Maybe we can see what our president would be.
I remember seeing a story about an old black lady that was like 110 or 109 or some shit.
So
I think it's her.
Let's see.
I think she died.
Maybe she did. Maybe that's why I saw her in the news. It's possible.
I don't want to know who the fucking. I don't want to know who the oldest was. I want to know who the oldest is.
Yeah,
I want to know who the oldest.
Currently, the oldest person. In the
oldest living person in America.
You don't know until they croak, man. When they croak, then you find out that they were the oldest. We're gonna have to get rid of that.
No luck.
I don't know if they know who it is right now.
Damn,
They
dude.
figure it out though.
The country.
They're not a
wants to
news
know.
story.
Yeah,
until they croak.
they never figure out until they die.
Well, who was the most recent one?
Yeah, find the most.
Well, the
recent
most
one.
recent one actually just died a couple days ago.
Whoa. Okay.
See,
Yeah, it was a black lady.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Alelia Murphy, the oldest living person in the U.S., dies at 114.
Damn.
yeah.
114.
But she could have been president for a while now.
Oh yeah.
So
So
I mean,
she was the oldest person every year for the last forever. You know what I mean?
Until she died. Now someone else has the title.
Right.
But she could have been president. Let's see. Can we? Is there fucking? There's some footage of her. I think she's old as shit.
Yeah. She's
Well, yeah,
she's old as the hills.
She's 114, dude. Come on. For a person.
She don't look bad for being 114. Here, let me show you. I'll get her up on the screen.
Yeah, put her up there.
I'm trying. This fucking thing's being stupid. Here.
Try to blame the program again.
Yeah, there she is. There
There she is.
in the wheelchair. She don't even look that bad. Don't even look that bad. There she is.
They have any like interviews with her?
There's some kind of Good Morning America bullshit. Maybe there's a video there.
There she
There's
is.
a little bit of video.
She looks chill.
Yeah,
She
Oh
was
God!
asleep.
At this point,
yeah,
All right.
she ain't doing much.
Green said her mother has not lost her sense of humor. If you're around her, you're laughing all the time. I'll be telling her, Mom, it's time to take the medication. And she'd tell the aides, you take the medication. You take the medication.
Oh, no. Dear God, maybe it's not.
No, it's a good idea. This just cements it to me.
yeah.
Yeah, this is what we got to do, man. We fucking solved America's problems here.
Yeah.
We've had some fucking pretty good ideas on this show, but this
This one.
is one of them.
Dude, all of America's problems better happen between like 6 a.m. and like noon. 'Cause I think after that, our president might be asleep.
Yeah, we could try out like the fattest too, because that would ensure that there's a constant rotation of
Dude,
leadership.
maybe we have like a wheel. We just spin it like fattest president, tallest president, whatever.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Shortest, tallest, fattest, skinniest. You know what I mean? Just give everybody a roll at it.
Yeah.
Inspire like Americans to be the best at whatever they are.
Whatever you are, be the best at it. Like, if you're fat, don't be kind of fat. Be the biggest motherfucker. Like,
Right.
compete for fattest.
If you're
be in
old,
the running.
stay around longer than everybody else so you can be the oldest.
Get old as shit. If you're tall, I mean, I guess you can't really do anything about that. You
If
just
you're
gotta-
stupid, stop learning.
yeah, just don't learn anymore. Like, all right, the stupidest person in America gets to be. That's kind of what we have now, actually. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Close.
I was going to say, wait a
We'll
minute.
just call this the first experiment.
Too much of the same. Yeah, because I feel like I don't know many people that are dumber than Trump. Like most people in my day-to-day life, I feel like are smarter than Trump. Now, there's
I
a
don't
few
know.
exceptions. There's
Yeah.
a few exceptions. But I don't
I don't think Trump is the dumbest person in America, but he
he ain't the smartest.
no.
No.
He's far from the
He
smartest.
ain't in the running. He ain't in the running for smartest. I'll tell you that much.
He's not the smartest.
How
cookie.
can you say that, TJ? How can you
All
say
right. Well, let me ask you this: if you were gonna just venture a guess based on what you know about a random sampling of Americans and what you know about Trump, what percentage of Americans would you say are dumber than Trump versus smarter than Trump?
Well, if you think about it, like it depends on the intelligence kind of measure, because
Right.
like how many people blindly follow everything he says? You know what I mean? They have
Right.
to be dumber than him.
I don't know about that.
He's sold them a ruse.
They're at least as dumb as him.
Right, but you got to imagine that a good percentage of that, a good starting percentage would be what is the percentage of Americans that think Trump is doing a good job?
So that's usually around 40 to 50%.
Because
so.
if he's suckered
Yeah.
them into believing that what he's doing is anything but a national embarrassment, then they got to be dumber than he
I
is.
can't tell you the maximum, but I can tell you kind of like here's what it is. It's about 51, at least 51% of whoever elected Trump.
Right. So
We know that's kind of like the baseline because like he has to have a majority to win. So
what is it? Like 20% of America, you think?
probably somewhere around there.
25% of Americans are dumber than Trump?
Because what was it? About 65 million people voted for Trump. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
You know.
So there's some kind of crazy new Star Wars ride over at Disney, and I guess
Is it in their new little Disney? They have
It's
like a
called
Star Wars area.
Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and apparently it broke down 18 minutes after its opening.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
That's not a.
It's not a good sign.
What kind of ride is it? Is it
It's supposed to be some kind of crazy, like super immersive kind of ride.
Is it like that fucking?
They said
Harry Potter ride where it's all 3D projected and
I don't know. I don't know what they do.
Visual elements.
Maybe there's like some kind of
go look up
story about it.
Yeah, there's probably something about at least describing what the experience of riding it is, or what the concept is.
Surprised there's no footage of the people that were riding it on when it broke down.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it broke down pretty quick.
Do they have like a C-3PO that's like, please stay in your seats. We are experiencing technical difficulties.
For your safety, stay seated with seatbelt securely.
Oh, you got footage of it?
Keep hands on
I'm trying to look at some. So you go in, I guess.
Yeah, this is like the line.
All right, so there's like a bunch of stormtroopers standing around. Are those actual people, or is it just like
No,
models?
it's just animatronic
Yeah.
things.
No? Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're just turning their heads and shit.
So you go
cool.
in.
So you
I mean,
go
that's a
in
pretty
here.
cool little room.
They got the hollow projector.
Probably wish
They're recruited by Rey.
Elements and ride type this combination of
So then you
different
go in
attraction
and there's
types
stuff.
to pull it to life and make sure that we're giving guests something that they've never even seen.
So it's like Star Tours.
Oh no, you're moving around.
No, yeah, you're on a track.
So they're like pretty much. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty cool looking.
We're usually trained to be very welcoming, but the goal that our cast members.
Is there any like fucking thrills to the ride though, or is it just like
We
more
have
of like
50
an immersive
stormtroopers,
thing?
all audio animatronic characters, some of which are just light artificial humans in front of you.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of robots.
Okay, so they got some of that like screen shit too, where you
that
like,
looks
flying around
like,
doing
you know,
stuff.
Star Toursy.
So it's kind of just like updated Star Tours, kind of,
Yeah,
but like
I'm not impressed.
more of an immersive location, I guess.
I'm not impressed.
Not impressed.
No.
Paul's not impressed. Everybody.
I want a ride that makes me feel like I'm fucking
They should have a ride where
doing
they
the Kessel Run in
they should have a-
1.2 parsecs.
They have a ride called the Darth Vader Experience, and you
Dude,
go in.
why don't they have a-
And then they turn a flamethrower on you and burn you severely, and then they fucking just lock you in a robot suit.
Dude, I've always that's actually a good fucking point, Paul. Why don't they have something like that? The Kessel Run, like the fucking perfect ride, like some really fast roller coaster and shit.
Yeah, man.
Make it like indoors, so it's like you can do all the space shit.
I want them to
That'd be awesome.
combine a badass looping, crazy, inverted, high roller coaster and shit with all this audio-visual stuff and make it feel like a real dogfight. It'd be awesome. But this, like, I'm walking through and there's a bunch of droids and stuff that are all static, and there's doughy-looking Disney cast members dressed like
Those
Imperial
were-
troopers. Like, I don't know, man. It kind of sucks because when I was a kid, I would have shat my pants to go in something like that. You know what I mean? But now, as an adult, man, if I'm gonna go into an attraction ride like that, it better show me something I ain't seen.
Better show you a big fat fucking dick.
I better come out the other end panting from the fucking panic and exertion of going on the thrill ride. Otherwise, fuck it.
They need to have like Star Wars sexual harassment simulator where you're fucking a secretary of the Empire and you get called into Grand Moff Tarkin's office and you have to suck his fucking wrinkly old dick, dude.
All right.
There's an immersive
Well, if
fucking
you're ever a
experience for
billionaire,
you.
you can make the Grand Moff Tarkin
Yeah, dude.
forced blowjob ride.
You know?
And you can be the only. You can just ride it. You can go straight to the front of the
A
line.
fucking oh no, people be lining up, man. Bring the whole family, dude. It's an awesome ride.
Wow.
You fucking there's a droid that fucking grabs you by the back of the head and forces you fucking onto the cock, dude.
Oh damn! Just
Suck that dick, citizen.
yeah. So you have no choice really. It's not like a role playing thing. Where
No,
maybe you
no.
don't-
This is basically rape.
When you're waiting,
raped by Grand Moff
the rape
Tarkin
simulator,
in the
okay.
face.
when you're waiting in
Alright.
line, there's one of those like warning things. Like, warning: this ride contains actual forced oral rape. If you do not wish to be orally raped, the exits are clearly marked. Let a cast member know.
Oh, excuse me. I'm not really feeling whole.
Once you go into Grand Moff Tarkin's office, though, there's nothing we can do for you. You will be orally raped.
Man. All right. Well, that's the pre-post
You know,
show.
TJ. Oddly enough, I do agree with you. There would be a line for that ride.
There definitely would
There
be.
would be, man.
It'd be a weird motherfucking line.
It'd be a weird, yeah, dude.
But there would be a line.
I want to interview the people in that line, dude.
I can't wait. I've
must-
always wondered. I've always wondered what Grand Moff Tarkin's dick tastes like.
Dude,
But forcibly.
instead of like the you must be this tall to ride this ride, you have to you must be able to deep throat this dildo to proceed beyond this point in the line.
You need more practice. More
Outta-
practice.
you're
No,
outta
Got a
here.
cast member there. Nope, you gagged. Grandma, get out of here.
Grand Moff Tarkin doesn't need that shit.
Grandma, he's packing a pork lightsaber. Okay, you're gonna up your fucking gag reflex. Okay, back of the line with you.
Back
Next.
of the fucking line.
Okay, she can go through. She took that whole thing like a champ. Oh, Grand Moff is gonna love you.
What is a moff, dude? What the fuck is a moff? You ever wonder that?
It's like a
look it up, dude.
I think it's like some stupid term.
Is it a
of-
rank?
Yeah, it's like an office. Who knows? Grand Moff, dude.
Moff was a rank held by the sector governors of the First Galactic Empire. So it's just a made-up bullshit rank in the Star
Gotcha.
Wars universe. And we never saw any other Moffs, dude.
Well, he was the Grand Moff.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're hanging with, dude, if you're chilling with the Grand Moff, do you care about the other Moffs? Like
the other Moffs are
here's
probably
the lesser Moff.
down on their planets, overseeing shit. The Grand Moff is.
So I never knew this, but I guess his first name is Will Huff.
Will Huff.
Will Huff Tarkin. I don't know. Anyway, that's the pre-post show. Don't get raped by Grand Moff Tarkin in the face.